So let me start by saying this boss is completely optional. And in my opinion, he is one of the most annoying bosses in the game. With that being said, even if you beat this boss, your mom will not love you anymore. The rest of your family won't love you anymore. Your friends won't think you're cool, and nothing will tangibly improve in your life in any real way. With that being said, if you still want to fight this guy for whatever reason, then let's get right into it. All right, the first thing you're going to want to do is make a dash right for his left foot. You'll be able to get in roughly 4 hits. Most importantly, this is a rule of thumb that's going to save you from 85% of this boss's BS. Evade to his right side. Really, really, really default to dashing to that right side. All right, tip number two, whenever he jumps in the air like that, run backwards, jump in the air just before he lands, grapple back, and you'll be able to get in 2 to 4 hits. Notice how whenever he moves away or goes for an attack, I immediately run back to his right side and start attacking again. All right, tip number three, you see a perilous attack indicator like that, you jump. You see red kanji, you jump. So on this next jumping attack he does, I ran into the building, but you're going to want to do the same thing as earlier, just run backwards, jump up, then grapple back to him for a few free hits. So this flaming smash attack is going to be your biggest DPS opportunity alongside the stun animation, and you'll be able to get in 5 free hits. Whenever he does anything, you can see me responsibly dash back to his right side and just staying underneath him. I can't stress enough how important that is because that will determine how easy or hard of a time you have in this fight. It's also important to note that if you don't react to his movements quickly enough, these attacks will hit you, so that really needs to be your main priority. Even in the event you need to heal, you want to be getting back underneath him first and foremost, or you will get hit. Alright, second round, he's going to be starting with a long-range flame attack 99% of the time. To evade this, you're going to want to dash to the right side, then jump right when he's striking the ground. Not before. It's better to be late than early. Do it right when he's striking the ground. Aside from that and a fireball projectile attack, which you'll see later, his arsenal is exactly the same as the first round. Just get back to that right side as quickly as possible like you see me doing here and just whack away, because it really makes the majority of his attacks completely obsolete 90% of the time. As you continue to hit him, once in a while he does this stun animation. When he does, you can get in 5 hits. Again, just jumping on the perilous attack, chasing him down, and getting some boops in. I can see him gearing up for a flaming smash here. Again, that is a huge attack window, and I know I can get in 5 strikes. You can see I didn't even stop to think about what he was doing here. I just immediately broke for that right side and started whacking again. That is the only thing that's on my mind, and we get a stun animation, and we'll be finishing off this round shortly. Okay, so as we get ready to go into the final round, the most important thing to note is that there will be a new sweeping perilous attack. Ideally, you're going to want to jump over this one time, dash towards him, then use the Mortal Blade combat art 2 times, which is what you're about to see right now. Jump, dash, Mortal Blade once, Mortal Blade twice. When you see the perilous attack indicator this final round, you still want to be defaulting to jump. And whenever he leaves the circle of fire, he'll predominantly do the running swipe attack you just saw, so focus on that. So even if you mess up like you saw me do here, don't think about healing, just get right back to that right side and business as usual. You can see aside from the swiping attack, there's really nothing new in this third round, just the same attacks that we've been seeing for the first 2 rounds. Your success will be predicated on how quickly you respond to his movement with running back to that right side. Aside from the stun animation and the big attack window I mentioned earlier with the flaming smash, you're going to want to be keeping your attack to 2 to 3 strikes to be safe. Just like we said, we see perilous attack 2 times here, so we jump twice. So here is the fireball projectile attack that we mentioned earlier, which he can also do in round 2. To evade this, you're just going to want to run to one side. So it's really more of the same for the rest of the fight. He moves, I run back to his right side, and slash, slash, slash. Again, here, he does a perilous, so I jump. Notice my timing on the long-range flame attack from the start of round 2, jumping right after it strikes the ground. It really is better to be late than early. At the very end here, he swipes, so I jump, just like all other Sekiro bosses. We did say ideally we want to do one jump when he does this swiping attack. However, we were further away, so we had to do two, finishing it with a Mortal Blade.